Hello and welcome along to Mondo Chelloveck Movies. My name is John and this video is going to be what I've picked up from HMV today. Also I've got a subscriber mail unboxing, but first I'd like to give a quick shout out. So the shout out I'd like to give today is to my good friend Paul, aka the 4K chef. Now, yesterday I watched one of these movies with my wife, and I'm not kidding, the quality on it was sensational. So I messaged Paul and I did say to him, I watched one of these movies, and I'll tell you what it is, because what I'm doing is I'm going to have to try and put this in order of what the movies I'm going to watch. The next 10 I'm going to watch on 4Ks, and I don't want to spoil the sort of surprise to see if any of these gets like towards the top one. But I've got to say the first one we watched from here, it was sensational. And it's funny enough, because I thought to myself, I definitely saw this movie, but when I put it on I couldn't remember any part of it. So there you go. So that's to be talked about on a different video. But the best thing about yesterday was that Paul has actually started himself off a channel. So I'm going to leave a link to his channel down below. I'm pleased to do that, because obviously Paul has went above and beyond by giving me this 4K box set is on a subscriber mail for nothing. And I was like, wow, the least I could have done was give him a shout out. Well, he didn't have a channel at the time, or he didn't have a channel with any content on it. Now what he's done is he started his own channel, and he's going to put some content on it. He was showing us a video he's probably made for his introductory video. Can't even say it.
Where's me ladders?
His introductory video. And he is going to start out on his journey on YouTube. Now I want to wish him all the best on that, and he's going to have a great time with it. So I would love for everybody to take a look at this channel. Like I say, he's just starting out. He's maybe got 1 or 2 videos on there now, but it's so good to have the opportunity to shout this channel out and say, look, check that one out down below. Like I say, he's just starting out, but he showed us his sort of, he sent me his introductory video, and it was really good actually, much better than what I did when I was doing my first one. Obviously thanks Paul for this, and we had such a blast. I can't wait to watch the other 3. If they're anything like the first one we watched, wow, that's all I can say. So once again, thanks Paul, aka the 4K chef. Okay, so now I've got a subscriber mail unboxing. So before I do the unboxing, how about this? Now this isn't mine, this is my son's, and what he said to us was, do you want to come and watch us play the Evil Dead game? Now, funny enough, I do like watching people playing the games more rather than me doing them myself. I haven't played a video game for a long time. So I had a quick watch of what he was doing, and I'm not kidding, that the graphics on here are absolutely stunning. And he was playing as Ash, and he was going from a mission where he had to go from the house to find Linda's necklace and then take it back to the house. Actually, it was quite hard. He was playing it, getting a feel for it. This is the first time he's actually played it, and he had said that he really likes the game. So I can tell you that this game does look sensational, as every game I've seen on his PS5 looks. So I can highly recommend this game to look at. I mean, he said it plays well, and I did like the bit that I saw. I don't know anything more than that. So if you're ever thinking about picking this up, I think he paid about £30 for it, which to me was it's a really good price for a disc, because I always think of these things being around about 50 quid. So anyway, I just thought I would show that and say that it looked really good on the TV. So I've just picked up some subscriber mail from Michael Hewitt. Now what had happened was, there was something come through the door. We'd actually missed it when I think we were out actually, and my son had got something delivered at the same time, and we didn't know if it was supposed to be next door, but we hadn't seen anybody next door. And my son had something delivered, and we thought it was the thing that they brought round to him, but it wasn't anyway. So to cut a long story short, Joe next door, he stopped us and said, I picked up something for you. So that's why I'm a little bit late to get into this. So I'm going to get into this and see what's in it. So there's a note in here, I'll read that first. Hi John, I hope you like the slipcovers, and both the Blu Rays are enclosed. Now Michael had said that he was going to send me some slipcovers that he had no need for, and I said I know there was one in there, Nocturnal Animals, which I said, oh yeah, that'd be brilliant actually, because I haven't got it. But I didn't know he was going to send us any Blu Rays. So thanks very much Michael. Your channel is excellent, especially all of your 80s movies reviews. Well, I'm a big fan of 80s movies, and I'm a big fan of horror and video nasties if you're meaning those ones. And I'm looking forward to getting some more video nasties coming up soon. But thanks very much for that. I don't have any social media, but like a lot of subscribers, your reviews give me a lot of very good ideas for what to buy. Well, hopefully, if I get something, I like to review it on here for the fact that maybe you didn't know it was out there. I mean, I look at a lot of things and say, oh wow, that's out here, and I didn't have any clue that was around. So I'm a big fan of doing that myself and finding out what people buy and what people rate. Maybe they might get a Blu Ray or a 4K and say this is the worst thing I've ever seen, the picture quality, or the best thing. So sometimes it helps people out. But thanks very much for saying that, Michael. Keep up all the good work. Very best wishes, Michael Hewitt. So thanks very much, Michael. I'll be keeping that note. And I do appreciate you getting in touch with me and saying that you would like to send me something, because these things are very much appreciated. And as you know, slipcovers is a big thing of mine. And I do know that I've got some videos coming up to do with specifically, can't even say it, specifically slipcovers. So let's take a look in the box here. There's a few here, mine. It's not as if it's just one or two, I'll tell you that much. Wow, in great condition as well. I'll go through them. I only know one, which is the top one. I'm not going to try and look at them, I'm just going to pull them off and see what they are. So first up is Nocturnal Animals, which is one I've got, which is over there. I'm trying to locate it as we speak. Yes, I can see it, and that'll be getting a slip-on. So what I'll do is, if I've got any that will require a slip-on, I'll put them on so you can see. So first of all, Nocturnal Animals, which definitely needs a slip-on, so thanks for that one. Next up, Day and Night. I do actually have a slip for this one, but I don't know what condition my slip's in. So this might be, I mean, this is in perfect condition, so this might be a good way of getting a slip. Sometimes they get a bit damaged from CEX, as you know. So I'll check that out, and if this slip cover is better than my slip cover, I think it is actually, if I'm looking at it there. This one's literally as if it's never been used. So Day and Night. Next up is Wreck Genesis. Now, weirdly enough, I've looked at this a few times in CEX, and I do think that I did know there was a slipcover for it, but obviously the ones I've seen have never had a slipcover. So what I'll do is now I'll make sure I go to CEX on my next trip and keep an eye out for that, because I've got the other two. I think this is the third one. It's got some nice spot glossing on there as well. Actually, I noticed. You can see it here. So lovely condition, that mind. And I mean, these things are, for me, are brilliant. The fact that you could, like, I call this basically like a bit of an upgrade on a movie when you get a slipcover. Next is Live, Die, Repeat, or what's it called? Edge of Tomorrow. Now, weirdly enough, I've been wanting to get this. I see this for quite a while. Never bumped into it in the wild, but I thought, well, the moment I will do it, I will get to see it. And of course, what is this? So that's another one along with Wreck. I'll make sure that I find that. Now, I'm sure you can find these in CEX quite cheaply, but I've never seen it, or I never really looked for it at that particular point. But yeah, that's brilliant. That'll be a definite one, because it's very much on my radar. I'm a big fan at the moment of Tom Cruise and also Emily Blunt, and them in a movie would be great. I know my wife would love that. Next up is wow, I tell you what, you know what it is? This is mad. I was in HMV today, as you know, and I had Pitch Black in my hand, and it was on a sale, and I thought, right, I wonder if I can get this is true. I wonder if I can get a slipcover for this. And I thought, well, maybe I can, maybe I can't. If I can't get one, if I can get one, I might go and pick the 4K up and then house it in this. Lo and behold, honestly, I can't believe that. That's like you've read my mind there, Michael. So look at that. So yes, I will definitely get the 4K. Probably as I speak, they're taking the sale signs off it, but I will try and get this one. And well, anyway, whenever I get it, whenever it comes out to be like £15 like it is now, I will get it and put the slipcover on. So that's amazing, that one. Wow, if only I'd known this before I went to the town. Never mind. Next up is the Wolverine. Now, I've got that. This is another one that's nuts. I've got it over there, and it hasn't got a slip. So that's a winner. Yep, I'm looking at it here. Yep. Is it that one? Yes, it is. Yes. So that's going on there. So that's brilliant. Tell you what, you must have been in this room having a look at this collection. Next up is Man of Steel. Now, Man of Steel. I know my son's got Man of Steel on Blu Ray, and I don't think he's got a slip. So this one will go on there. And this is also, if I am looking for the 4K and I can't find a 4K slip on it, I will put this one on. But this one will get used because I know my son needs it on his Blu Ray. Wow. I went to see that with my son and John Hall at the cinema actually when it came out. Another good one. Next up is Godzilla. Well, I do have this one, and I'll tell you how I've got it. I actually won it off a big poly competition, and I've got it there. But actually, when I come to think of it, I might have to have a little look at this because I think I've got it with another slip, and I think it says Godzilla 3D. I'm not too sure, but I might look into this. And I might need to swap this one out. Then again, if this if this slip is better than the one I've got, it will be getting swapped. Great. Next up is Star Wars The Force Awakens. Now, I'm looking at this and I know, is it over there? Yes, I've actually got this. But this is the light that, I'm going to say, just have a look at this. The light side, yeah. Well, funny enough, I've got the dark side over there. So this will be one that I'll be keeping because it's, I might actually, if I'm honest, now check this. You can get this movie literally for pennies in Poundland and that. I mean, I don't know how and even in CEX you can get it for nothing. So what I might do is, I might get myself another copy of it and stick this over the top of it. So I've got both dark side and light sides. Not bad at all. Wow, this is really good. Actually, this has been quite fun. Next is, well, Resident Evil Retribution. Do you know what? I've only ever seen the first Resident Evil. And this one here it's funny because I've always thought, will I won't I check these ones out? I don't even know what this is. If it's the second one, the fifth one, the ninth one, the 100th one, I don't even know. But I am interested in sort of seeing these ones, so I'll keep that one because I'm guessing that these ones will be cheap as chips in CEX and maybe they won't have a slip on it. So I'm keeping that one for that reason. Nice one. Next is, oh, do you know what it is? Have I got it? I've got, oh, I'm going to say it like, you know, when I win a chicken dinner. I've got it, but I haven't got a slip on it. I think it's a great movie, actually. And I'll tell you what, I was looking in, this is another one for these Poundland ones when you say, oh, I'm going to get this one without a slip. But it's up there without a slip, and there you go. This is crazy. That's on there, so doing really good so far. Next up is Avatar. Now, I have got Avatar, and I'm sure it's got a slip on. Well, actually, it's got like a kind of, it's got like a sort of slip box on it. Now, I wonder if this slip cover will fit inside the slip box. Maybe it will. I'll have a look at that one. Brilliant. I wonder what the new one's going to be like. Next up is Looper. Now, oh, look at that. Now, this is another strange one because I am interested in this movie. Obviously, with Bruce Willis's ill health at the moment, he's kind of come back on my radar, and the fact that he's, you know, his problems that he's having is really bad. But this is, don't know what, oh, Emily Blunt's in this one. So I've heard a lot of people say this is a decent movie, and I know this is out in 4K as well. So I might keep this one, even if I get the Blu Ray cheap, just to check it out and see what I think of it. I might keep this one for that, because you know in CEX you're very lucky to get a slipcover. In fact, I had some good luck with slipcovers today. You'll probably see this on this video a bit later on, but that's really good. That's a really good slipcover. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. Next up is, and I look there, but I'm trying not to look, the A-Team. I've got the A-Team. No, my son's got the A-Team, so this will be going on his one. I don't think he's got the slipcover, if I'm honest. I'll just have to go and have a look at that one. If he has got the slipcover and it's not that good, this will be obviously that's things that was embossed, but that'll go in his one. So that's another one. That's great. Next is Fantastic Four. Now this is a strange one because I do like this movie, and I think my son's got this one on. think he's got the second one as well. Don't think he's got a slipcover on it, so that'll be going into his one as well. Brilliant. Oh, this I don't know, you must have had a look through one of my videos to see what I've got and what I haven't got, because these are just like too good to be true. Devil's Double, yes, I've got it, and is it over there? I know it's definitely there somewhere. There it is, and it hasn't got a slip. And I tell you what, the reason why I wanted it was because it's got such an amazing slip, and I let it slip actually, that I didn't get it from Poundland. So what I did was, I went and got it anyway, because it's over there, but I was always thinking, oh, I didn't get that slip. Now I've got it. That's it. I tell you what, that's one of the best slips you'll ever see, in my estimation. I'm going to have a look at it. That's got some real good detail on that. I know a lot of, oh wow, the bullets and everything, they stick out. The person there is kind of like really in the picture, and the bullets are like coming out of the picture. That's absolutely incredible, that. I mean, look at that. Brilliant. Wow, that is a scoop. Next is, now I've got this one, and I think I've got a slip on it. I think this is one of the smaller slips. Yeah, I think it is. Is it smaller? Yeah, it's one of the smaller slips. So is that one there. I do have this one. I do have a slip on it, but this one, to be honest, this one looks much better. So I think this one will be getting swapped over. And last is a film here called Transit, which I haven't seen. I don't know anything about this movie. It's another one of the smaller slips. And wow, like I say, well, this will go in my cupboard, ready for if I ever bump into this movie. But no, that's brilliant. So thanks once again for that, Michael. You played some blinders there. I'm going to go and put them on the ones now. First of all, I'll see what else is in this box. First up is, now Michael did actually tell me about this one. He said, would you care for this one? I said, I certainly would. I've been looking at this a few times in HMV, and of course when you say, oh, I think I'll go back and get that one, and then you can't get it. Wow, and it's, look at this, and it's still sealed, and it's got a slip. Come on. Adult Babies. This is from Nucleus. I do collect Nucleus stuff. They're all dotted around in the collection. This one here was one of the ones where I saw it and I thought, oh, that's really nice. I'll have to pick it up. Of course, when you go back, can you find it? You can't. Oh, limited edition, number 182 of 1,000. I don't know too much about this movie, but I know that it's strange and bizarre. And those are two big boxes ticked for me. Yes, strong violence and gore. Yes, please. Looks like it's a region B locked. I don't know how much, sometimes these say region B locked and they are region free. I don't know what Nucleus are like for that, because I usually play obviously on my region B 4K player. But very interested to get that one, and this is a spectacular cover. I mean, look at that. If that doesn't make you want to buy it, see, this is one of the ones where I walked past it and I saw this one and I thought, I'll have to get that one, just purely off the cover, because it looks so nuts. So it's incredible. But Michael did tell me about that one, so I kind of knew. But in this one here is, I'll cut this out of here. Now, this is another one that's quite strange, because I'll tell you why again. I don't own this movie, and it is the Human Centipede. So the funny thing about this series is, the fact is, I do really rate this movie. I think this is a really good movie. And number 2, didn't really care for it, if I'm honest. It was all right. I thought it was a bit over the top, and I thought part 3 was absolutely hopeless. But as a movie, I think this is a great movie, and I think this could be I could treat it as a standalone movie myself, because I have a good time actually. I think that the bloke, the sort of doctor in this, is a real piece of work, and he plays a really good character, and he's just got that look about him when he actually, you could imagine him being like that in real life. That's a mark of a good actor, isn't it? So yes, I've never owned this one, but yes, I'm really pleased to have this in the collection. So I've got to say, this is amazing to receive these things off Michael. Really do appreciate them, really do. I'm going to go and stick these slipcovers on here. I'm going to go through them very quickly just to show you what they look like. So I just checked my son to see what slipcovers he would have. He has got Fantastic Four, but it's not on Blu-ray, so I'm going to keep that for when I purchase this from Poundland. It's got to be a Poundland, it's got to be in there. There's usually a million of them in there. Also, he's got Man of Steel, but he's got it on Steelbook. So but this slipcover will put me in good stead if I ever get it on 4K and I can't get the slipcover for it. I've got this here, and I don't know if you can see that. The slipcover on here looks absolutely amazing. It's got this really shiny surface. So that's a great slipcover. I've got some other slipcovers over there, like Pitch Black, Star Wars. They're for the future. Now the Godzilla, right? I've swapped it over because I tell you why. So there's the thing for, but there's the one I had. Now as you can see, that's been a little bit not sun damaged to a certain extent, but obviously when it gets out in the sun, it loses a little bit of its vibrancy. So I'm going to swap that one over because this one here is as red as they come, and so that's going back on the shelf as that like that. So that's Godzilla. I'm trying to save the best for last. Also, I said to my son, "Have you got A-Team?" He says, "I have. I've got it in this version here, which is this sort of like special edition, for want of a better word." So the answer is yes. So I put the slipcover in there. So we've got a slipcover in it now. Didn't used to have a slipcover; it was just in the box like that. And the actual case was the slipcover, this here. It's got some R cards in there. So what I do is now, and there you go, that slots in there. And you could call that the full package. Good movie this actually. I know my son really enjoys it. I need to watch this again actually. I must have for the longest time. So that's the A-Team. I'm trying to go through these ones. This is a great one, this Black Swan. Like I say, I really wanted this and slipcover in Poundland, couldn't get it, so I just went for this one. In fact, I think that's the only one I saw was this version I've got here. So now I've got it with slipcover, so that's amazing. I do think this movie is really good. I need to get this one rewatched again. The Wolverine, I mean, look at that. Look, I haven't even opened the Blu-ray yet from Poundland. That's a great slipcover. Loads of spot glossing on it. I've heard good stories about this. I do prefer, in the way of the X-Men, I do prefer the character of Wolverine more than probably any other character. So that's amazing. They just look much better, as you know, slipcovers for me. The original one that Michael got in touch with me was Nocturnal Animals. So that's there. That's brilliant. Great slip that. And it's I've heard good things about the movie. Can't wait to watch it actually. Brilliant. Date night. What I did with date night was I did swap it over because the one I've got's a little bit ropey. Being obviously in Poundland, I think only paid about, sorry, in CEX only paid about 50p for it. But I've just put this in here now because this one's, like I say, it's brand new. Absolutely is mint condition. So that's why that one's on there. So that's date night. And probably my favourite one here. Oh, hang on. I've got the house on Dead End Street. I've swapped this one because that one is the one there. This is the one that I had. And you can see it's just a little bit, the sun's not got to it, if you know what I mean, but it just takes the colour out, it's just a touch. So that's a definite upgrade there. House at the end of the street. I'm trying to get my wife to watch this one, and she won't have anything of it, but you know, I think she'll really enjoy it. Yes, it is a thriller, but it's a really good movie actually, much better than you would think. Avatar, I couldn't fit this. I've got this here, but what it is a bit of a thicker release, so I couldn't fit that one in there, if I'm honest. So that's a bit of a shame. That. And my son, I said, "My son, have you got this?" He said, "No." So this is the only one I've got in the house until the 4K comes out. So maybe I'm going to keep this anyway, because you never know that this might, you know what they're like these days. We're not releasing the slipcovers, so if they haven't got a slipcover on it, because it means a lovely slipcover. I'll keep that just in case. And these are great things to have, like I say, just in case. And I haven't got that many spare slipcovers for that instance. It's not bad slipcover that for this special edition. And I think the best one in this for me is this one here, because it's just unreal. The Devil's Double. So this is the one back in the day when I was going to Poundland. I thought I've got to get this one here just for that cover. I mean, look at it. Look at it. Look at the depth in it. I've been looking at these things for ages. I'll show my wife that. She quite likes them type of things. Probably wouldn't like the film though. And for me, these things, you know, they just well, like I say, I'm going to do a whole video on slipcovers. I'm going to air my thoughts on just everything about them, everything I like about them or don't like about them. And yeah, so wow, that's all I've got to say about that. And obviously the two movies as well. Unreal to get these things. I mean, look at this, shrink wrapped, and you just think, wow, the generosity of people on YouTube is stunning to me. And I want to thank Michael again. Like I say, he hasn't got any social media. I can't give him any sort of like, I can't point towards his channel. But Michael, if you ever get a channel in the future, just give us a shout, and I will definitely link your channel in down below anywhere for you and help you out if I can. So I'm going to put you back to the video that this is coming off. But like I say, Michael, I really do appreciate this. This is great. You've upgraded me movies that I've got here, and my son's movies as well, or you've given me ones for, like I say, Pitch Black is a great one. I could have literally got that today for £15 if I'd known, and stuck that cover straight over the top of it. Touch wood, I'll do that very soon. If I don't, I'll definitely get Pitch Black in the sale. But I know it doesn't come with a slipcover, so, and to be honest, I haven't even seen that slipcover before, so that is absolutely amazing. So thanks once again, I really do appreciate that, and hope you've enjoyed this different subscriber mail. Actually, I've never had one like it, and it's been quite it's been quite different and quite exciting for me actually to get this sort of like what's next, what's coming up next. So you saw these slips in like real time like I did. So wow. So thanks again. I really do appreciate that, Michael. Thanks once again, mate. Top man. So I went to both CEXs today, and I come up with some, well, I think some quite good stuff. And first I got this one, and I'm looking at it thinking this looks a little bit wrong, and I'll tell you why it looks a bit wrong. It's just dawned on us here now. It is Street Mobster Arrow, but it's in a blue case. Now I thought this looks odd, so yes, obviously that's why. That's no problem. I'm going to swap that with a clear case now, and it would make it look sensational. I did get this one because I haven't got it, obviously, and it's got the booklet in as well. So for me to get the booklets, and it's obviously reversible art, but I've kept this this art on it here. I have heard of this movie, but for £6, that's about what I'd like to pay for it. It is from 1972, and also it's by the same director who directed Battle Royale. So that makes me think that's a winner for me. When I see these in CEX and I see them for £6 or thereabouts, I will pounce on them because I think that that's about the price I'd like to pay for second-hand ones. And don't forget, I've got to swap this box out. Probably that's not CEX's fault, but then again, with these things, I wouldn't put anything past them, putting anything in any condition in anything. But all these stuff here are in good condition. These don't want to come off, so it'll be another job for lighter fluid, and I'll get them off and I'll get them all nice. So this will get swapped out, but I had a look at the quality on it. It looks, for a 1972 movie, like every Arrow does. It looks really nice quality, and I've got every faith in this movie being quite good and quite interesting, and also violent as well, because these Japanese movies, they are pretty brutal when they get started, especially with, I think it says that this is the first time that he tried this type of, the director tried this type of movie, like a hard-hitting one, and so that's a very interesting pickup for me. And I do, if I see anyone to do the Japanese ones in CEX, to get purchased instantly. So that's Street Mobster. So next up, for £8 on Arrow label, I got The Deeper You Dig, and without a sticker on there. Is that the shape of things to come? I'd like to think so. It's the first one I've ever got from CEX that doesn't have a sticker on. Anyway, this movie here, I think the woman who put the discs into the case was quite flummoxed by the fact that you get the movie here. There's a reversible art there. It's got the booklet in as well. It's got 2 discs in. This one has The Deeper You Dig. Now I put that on just to try it, and I've got to say the quality on that movie, it looked sensational. A lot of it looks dark, and the movie just came to life in the darkness, if you know what I mean. So one of the movies that's got like a really good presentation, and the Blu Ray is done really well. This one here is also got a free movie on it. Free movie. So this set here also comes with another movie called The Hatred, and this is by the same director who did The Deeper You Dig. Now I put it on, it looked pretty good, but it's only about an hour long. It seems to be a movie that takes place in American history, like during some kind of war in sort of the 1800s in America. And it looked, actually, this Deeper You Dig looked really interesting when I was watching it. It looked, I think is it an English film? I'm not too sure. It came across like that. But yeah, I mean, look at that. That's a great cover, that. So I've always had my eye on this one. And that's one of the ones where you think, will I ever see the special edition again? And then here it is. I'm glad I've got this, actually, rather than maybe buying the standard one. It probably, I don't know if you get the 2 discs in the standard one. I'm not too sure about that. But very pleased to get this one, and it looks really good as well. And I haven't got one of them stickers to get off with the light. So that's saved me 3 drops of lighter fuel. So that's The Deeper You Dig. So next up on 4K, I've got The Boss Baby Without a Slip.
Remember me? Not a lot of man this time. Where's me slip covers?
And who could argue with that? Now this, obviously I got this because it's £5. I mean, you can't leave this on the shelf. And the reason why I got it was because me and the Deborah had just watched me and the Debs, the full title. We just watched the part 2 of this, and I watched it on I taped it off Sky, and it was in high definition. But on my telly, I'm not kidding, it looked like it was one of the best colours I've ever seen ever on a movie. So that was in high definition on 4K. I thought this is going to look unreal. So I thought I've got to get this one. I've got to see this one. Of course, when you go to like, or just have a look at the first one, what do? You've got to pay for it. Probably about £7 to pay the high definition. To play the high definition one. No, thank you. Here it is, £5 on the 4K. So I put it on, and it looks unreal. The colours on here are just as good as the ones on Boss Baby 2. I think Boss Baby 2 is probably a bit better, but the colours are absolutely sensational. So this is a much needed movie to watch, because we can't remember. We have watched this one, but I can't remember anything about it, if I'm honest. We had such a good time with the second one, so there's no brainer to watch this one again. Of course, Deborah says, well, you probably won't watch it. I said, well, I do want to watch it. And the thing is, I'm not going to pay Sky Movies the privilege of watching one on a lower quality. And also, if they decide to take it away, I can't watch it ever again. Now I've got it in the collection. Physical media wins every time. I think she was listening at the time. Anyway, this. So what I'll do is, somewhere down the line, I'll find a slip for this, because there's that many you see knocking about. Cheapest chips in Poundland, CEX. I'll just get a slip and chuck it on the top, and that'll be up there. So that's highly recommended, actually. If you want to see a really nice, colourful 4K, then this one for £5, it's an absolute steal. Plus you get the Blu Ray in as well, so that's very good value for money, I think. So absolutely incredible movie. Shame about the slip. That's The Boss Baby. So lastly, for £15 on 4K, I got No Time to Die. Now, remarkably, this had a slipcover, and this was in the CEX in Newcastle. And Ryan from Let's Get Kicking Movies, link to his channel down below, will know exactly what I'm talking about, because this one, this CEX does not have slipcovers in at all. If you're lucky, you might get the odd one be ripped to bits. This one's in perfect condition, apart from this one, but me trusty lighter fuel will get rid of that one. And so now I've got the whole lot. Of course, the glaring inconsistency is up there. They're up there, and this one doesn't. After all that, you think they would put the last one in with the same coloured slipcover as the other ones, and they haven't. Well, it doesn't really matter, but I did know I wanted to get this on slipcover, and it's still quite pricey. So this is a great price to get it. And so I put it on, actually, just to see what I was going to get in the way of qualities. Me and Deborah watched this at the cinema, had a great time, and it looked spectacular at the cinema and sounded spectacular as well. So I put it on and thought, right, where are we with this movie? And to me, I thought the Quantum of Solace looked sensational, and it did, especially at the end of it when it's doing this sort of desert settings. But this here took the biscuit. It's just absolutely incredible. The detail and the look of the picture is far superior than any of the other James Bond ones for me. So if you want to know what the best James Bond 4K is, it's definitely this one. The movie itself, I think it's a brilliant movie. It could have been a little bit shorter, yes, but I think Daniel Craig's last sort of involvement with James Bond was brilliant. I do think that is it Remy Malek? I think he should have been in a bit more. I think he was underused. I think the character was a bit kind of, well, is that it, sort of thing. But I do think that this whole franchise, actually, me and Deborah do really enjoy. I do think that maybe I'll have to watch this one again. I want to watch them all again. I do think that Casino Royale is my favourite one of the Daniel Craig ones for a complete movie. This one is a great movie, and it might be my favourite one on a rewatch, I'm not too sure, but it's definitely the best picture quality. Okay, so thanks once again to Michael Hewitt for sending me all them slipcovers and them free movies, which is unreal. Really do appreciate that one. And also, please get across to Paul's channel down below, the 4K Chef. I do think he's got some good stuff coming up, and I'm really interested to see how Paul progresses. And we are going to meet up, actually, me and Paul, to be confirmed on the date. But we're going to meet up in Newcastle, and I would like to think we could film some footage, and then we could put it on maybe on both of our channels. That would be great, and have a little bit of shared video, and just basically talk about YouTube and stuff like that. And it's always good to talk to a fellow YouTuber, certainly is, or meet a fellow YouTuber. Okay, so thanks for watching. You take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.
Chicken! 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 Chicken!